What is up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael here today with another video. We're going to get to Chicago Bears OTA news. I know these last few days I haven't been uploading any OTAs news because there's really nothing to talk about in these OTAs. Bec- Unless, I'm going to post a video here and there just with OTAs about Justin Fields throwing balls to DJ Moore or Darnell Mooney or Chase Claypool. But let's get into the topic that Justin Fields said, and you might as well put this on a t-shirt because if this doesn't tell you that the Bears are going to be built as a championship roster, I don't know what will. So Justin Fields was asked about this in his press conference because he's eligible to get a contract extension this offseason. Or they can either pick up his fifth year option, which I expect him to do, or they don't pick up his fifth year option and he becomes a free agent next offseason. So Justin Fields was asked about the contracts, the Lamar Jacksons, the Jalen Hurts, the Daniel Jones, the Geno Smiths, the Aaron Rodgers, and Justin Fields quoted, "I care more of winning games than contracts." That should show you that Justin Fields is capable of taking discount or lesser contracts to build a championship culture here in Chicago, like most elite quarterbacks, or should I say Hall of Fame quarterbacks, which I'm not comparing Fields to, do. Tom Brady took pay cuts. Peyton Manning took pay cuts. Big Ben took pay cuts. So Justin Fields is doing the right thing and says that the contracts don't worry me. What worries me is I win games. And that is what I want for a quarterback, to not have a money mentality like fucking Lamar Jackson. Now, Tremaine Edmunds. You know what? No one really talks about this. Was our big signing. I think our big signing was our big move was getting DJ Moore, but no one talks about our big signing, Tremaine Edmunds, who looked very impressive in OTAs. He had two interceptions. One was returned for a pick six, and for the record, it was PJ Walker, not Justin Fields. For any people or haters that will clown on Justin Fields, it was PJ Walker throwing the ball. So Tremaine Edmunds, who was a free agent that we got from the Buffalo Bills, who had a tremendous season, 5 year stretch, I think it was, with them, and he's filling in the gap for because we didn't have any linebackers. So I'm expecting Tremaine Edmunds to make a massive impact on the linebacker core for our defense. And watching this dude's tape, the dude can stop the run and he can play in coverage. The problem with Tremaine Edmunds is interceptions, but that shouldn't be too much of a concern because if y'all remember prime Kyle Fuller was dropped so much interceptions, but he was a great zone coverage. Now, shifting gears, let's talk about the main wide receiver that the media still claims that the Bears got screwed over in the Chase Claypool trade that happened last year. Justin Fields was also asked about Chase Young in his post conference. He said that Chase Claypool has shown tremendous growth in this offense. Am I saying that Chase Claypool is going to be elite? No. I think you have to give Fields time in the offseason with the two other receivers, Darnell Mooney and DJ Moore and Chase Claypool, before you can say that the Bears got robbed. But I think the Claypool trade will work. And if it doesn't, you know, then you got others like Tyler Scott. But I think overall Chase Claypool is going to work long term for the Bears. He might have the opportunity to be the number 2 receiver if he does go to that next level. Now, speaking of next level, Darnell Mooney, it's a make it or break it year for him. He was arguably our best receiver last year, but he got hurt in week 11 against the Jets turf field. But nonetheless, Darnell Mooney was on a podcast, which I don't know if he was on a podcast. I know he was on a podcast, and he feels like he is disrespected because no one talks about how great. No national media will talk about how Darnell Mooney is great because as a number 1, Darnell Mooney didn't perform well because the last year he was elite, or should I say above average for the most part. He was the number 2 receiver. So Darnell Mooney has great chemistry. Like Darnell Mooney is on the last year of his contract. So if he wants to prove to Ryan Poles that he can be worth a lot of money, he is going to have to either make it or break it. Otherwise, the Bears will be looking to move on from Darnell Mooney. And going to the big move that we did in the offseason, acquiring wide receiver DJ Moore from the Carolina Panthers. Now, a lot of this, I'm not surprised because DJ Moore has shown that he can be a elite receiver if he had the right quarterback. I think that he finally is going to have his quarterback after having mediocre to below average quarterbacks. With Justin Fields, they are growing tremendously in practice. I'm seeing the OTAs. Justin Fields looks like he is building chemistry, majorly good chemistry with DJ Moore. And the fact of the matter is, I do think that the Bears fleeced the Panthers that Panthers fans don't realize, because the Panthers really gave up DJ Moore and in that trade to get the first overall pick. And the offensive line up and down up is still working. Nate Davis did miss OTAs, but folks, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's not over panic players that are missing OTAs because OTAs are optional. Would I love it to see if they go there? Sure, but at the end of the day, OTAs are optional. Minicamp is just going to be next month, so look for me to drop a video on that. If you are a Bears fan, please let me know what you think in the comment section down below of the Chicago Bears OTAs. As always, this is Chicago Sports Talk Michael, and I'm out.